In today's video, we will be talking about 10 mysteries that cannot be explained. Number 10. The Nampa Stone Doll. Nampa Stone Doll has puzzled scientists for over 100 years. It was discovered by happenstance in 1889 in the town of Nampa, where a bunch of workers was digging up a ball well to the depth of 295 feet. They found this doll in the pile of dirt that they collected. This summons more questions. Is it possible for humans to have existed that long? If they did they have the tools and the know-how to produce something like this? Or did this doll slip through the cracks and make its way down beneath the surface by coincidence? For now, nothing is certain. Number 9. The Ulfberht sword. Although the Vikings' ages ended more than 1,000 years ago, there are still plenty of relics from that time. The Ulfberht sword is one such relic. This double-edged sword is special because of how they are made. The composition of carbon is just perfect for the blade to be strong enough to not bend or break easily. Not all Vikings used this blade. Only the elite members were able to use it. Scientists are puzzled about how these early sword craftsmen were able to make such impressive blades, and they are still not able to recreate these swords. Number 8. Whale rocks. This is a mysterious and fascinating formation in Thailand. These unique, smooth, and rounded stones look like 3 whales swimming side by side through the forest. These mountains are said to be the result of constant tropical rains and wind. But what leads to more questions: why do surrounding rocks have a different structure? Scientists say it could be the type of rock or the activities of the ancient civilization that took place here. However, nothing has been proven. Number 7. Rat kinks. This is an unusual phenomenon that happens in the animal kingdom. Rat kinks is when a bunch of rats get tied up by their tail and later die due to restriction of movement. What is left is an odd carcass of a bunch of rats. Scientists have been unable to explain this phenomenon, although some scientists have hypothesized that it could be a rare birth defect. Another says it could be some kind of adhesive liquid produced by the rat's skin that ultimately leads to this deadly entanglement. Or it could happen at low temperatures when the rats snuggle up together for warmth. Number 6. Dinosaur and human footprint. This mystery takes us to Biloxi River in Texas, where the footprints of hundreds of dinosaurs have been found. Researchers discovered prints of different sizes and some that do not match that of a dinosaur. They believe that these prints found beside those of the dinosaurs belong to humans. Could this be that humans existed during the same time as dinosaurs? Or could it belong to creatures yet to be discovered? Make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a like if you're loving the content. Number 5. Drepanosaurus. Drepanosaurus was the first found in Italy in a completely crumbled state, and it had to be reconstructed to study it further. Based on the initial studies, they concluded that it might be an extinct reptile. Not long after this, a second fossil was discovered in New Mexico. This was a bit different because it had claws instead of fingers, just like a dinosaur. So scientists came to a new conclusion that rather than classify this animal as a reptile or a dinosaur, it might be a unique animal deserving its category. Number 4. Fairy circles, Namibia. Fairy circles are native to Namibia, Namib deserts precisely. The fairy circles are patches of land with no vegetation development. They lie in a honeycomb-like pattern and range in size from about 5 to 50 feet. The formation of these circles remains a mystery among researchers. 2 principal assumptions have been given. A few researchers believe that the circles were made by termites, while some say it was formed due to rivalry among close-by plants. However, this is just a hypothesis. Number 3. The Voynich manuscript. The 600-year-old Voynich manuscript contains 240 pages of odd, cryptic text and illustrations. These texts don't seem to make much sense. Several cryptographers and codebreakers have tried to decode this, but with little to no success. Some say the book might not be intended to contain anything meaningful, but the complicated pictures in the book suggest otherwise. Canadian researchers have tried to solve this mystery using AI and have been able to decode some bits. They discovered that the initial pages contain Hebrew scripts written incorrectly, and some of the writings relate to botanical terms, but all of these have not led the researchers any closer to its meaning. Number 2. Black holes. Black holes are extremely violent, destructive, and invisible. They are areas of space in which the power of gravity is remarkable, and everything around gets attracted. However, light can pass away, but no one has the slightest idea of what happens to objects that pass through it. Experts claim that there could be 100 million dark openings in our solar system. Number 1. The Martian Meteorite. In 1984, a meteorite named ALH84001 found its way to Earth. It is said to be about 4.1 billion years old. This is an unusual rock. Scientists found something strange on its surface, like signs of fossilized bacteria. After countless research, there still isn't any idea of what it might have been. Scientists think that it can either be an imprint of bacterial life or just a geological formation that gives it an unusual appearance.